What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily shiny hunt for the shiny living dex of Hisuian Voltorb in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And look at these absolutely beautiful big black balls. We gotta see it. Look how wonderful these guys are and the textures on them. I want to make sure that you get them in the easiest and fastest way possible. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by that join channel member button below. So before we begin into the actual shiny hunt itself, we need to talk about the event. So the event is live now, and it's going to be ending at the end of this weekend, and it's the only way to get Hisuian Voltorb naturally in the wild in these games. So it's very important that you do this. So step one, if you want to be able to do this event, you need to first connect to the internet, because this is how your game will update and get the new outbreaks. So once you're connected to the internet, then you will have the new outbreaks showing up. Now, Hisuian Voltorb is not the only Pokemon that's going to be showing up. We're going to also be able to get regular Voltorb here as well, and we're going to be able to get Fungus too. So I actually have a regular Voltorb outbreak right here, and you know it's an outbreak event because you have this golden glow around it. So we know that's going to be a boosted outbreak for Voltorb. Now, we can also see we have a Fungus one here, and you may be seeing, well, I see a lot of Kanto Voltorbs and a lot of Fungus, but I do not see where is my Hisuian Voltorb. Well, they are rare. They're actually a rare outbreak within this whole process, and you're going to keep on resetting until you eventually get one. So I got one over here next to Lavencia, a pretty decent spot overall to hunt it. And, you know, some spots are going to be worse than others. And if it ends up being a bad spot, I would just recommend keep resetting until you get one. Now, how do you do an outbreak reset for people who don't know? So let's say you look at your map, you don't see any Hisuian Voltorbs. And yes, it will show up with this icon or a question mark with the golden background. So that's how you know it's a Hisuian Voltorb for this event. So I'll show you how to do a quick outbreak reset real quick. You want to hit the home button on your controller, go to system settings, go all the way down, go down again, go to date and time, go to that, and then you're going to go all the way to the right, hit OK, and then you're good to go. If you hit OK and you go all the way back, you're going to be able to change your outbreaks. I didn't do it this time because I got the outbreak I wanted to hunt, but you're just going to keep on repeating that. The biggest note is make sure that you do not have the map up when you're doing it, or the outbreaks will glitch out and they actually won't appear. You did refresh them, but they won't appear. So just don't do it when the map is up. You want to make sure you have the map closed. So let's talk about the next big topic here. How good is this event really? What are the shiny odds? Well, from Shuba here, the shiny odds are great. There is a 0.5% boost here, which is really great. And this is with only sparkling power level 1. With shiny charm, knocked out 60 Pokemon in the outbreak. In sparkling power level 1, the shiny odds is 1 out of 154. If you're running the level 1 sandwich from the academy, you can do that. You can run that academy sandwich from Blueberry Academy if you had the DLC. Now, if you're running a level 3 sandwich, it's going to be even higher than that. So this isn't a super easy shiny hunting event to actually get your shiny Hisuian Voltorbs. So I wouldn't worry whatsoever in that case. It's going to be pretty chill in general. Now, before we begin the shiny hunt, if you don't know, you do probably want to have a Pokemon that has FAL Swipe. A lot of great Pokemon have FAL Swipe. I use Gallade. Gallade has Hypnosis, which you can put it to sleep. You can't really use Breloom because it is a grass type, so you can't Spore it. But you could also try to use like a Hisuian Decidueye as well. But I think Gallade is probably the best FAL Swiper here, but it doesn't really matter. Now, the big thing is these Voltorbs can explode. They can no self-destruct. And the best way to avoid having them explode on you when you're in battle, especially with a shiny one, is to have a Pokemon with the ability Damp. Damp makes it so moves like Explosion and Self-Destruct do not work. So it'll just be a failed move and you'll be good to go. You don't have to worry about a shiny fail. So something like Golduck is great. The Poliwrath line is great for this. A bunch of Pokemon have Damp. So just use a water type and lead with one of these in the beginning here. And you should have a really easy time getting this shiny. Now, I'm at my mass outbreak and it looks pretty decent. Sometimes I can get like 15 spawns. But the good thing is this Hisuian Voltorb is the only grass type that actually spawns on the beach. So I can actually go for an easy grass encounter sandwich, get grass level 3, and just make it so I'm mostly only going to be seeing these Voltorbs, which is really nice. Now, there are electric type Rotoms here, so I wouldn't go for an electric type sandwich when I go for my level 3, just in case. But in general, the shiny odds are so high, you're going to be good to go whether you have level 1 Sparkling or level 3. Doesn't really matter too much. But I think this outbreak is good because we get the spawn. So once you have an outbreak with good spawns, what you want to do is send out your auto battle Pokemon. I would recommend saving your game first before you do anything. Save your game, and we're going to knock out 60. It is incredibly important that you knock out 60 to get the extra shiny rolls. Now, the messages on the top right of the screen are not indicative of what number you're at. They are at a range. They're from 25 to 30 knockouts. You will get a message every 25 to 30. So what I would recommend is getting some sort of counting app on your phone or on your computer or something where you can just count up to 60, so you guarantee yourself that you get to use additional shiny rolls to make this process as easy as possible. Luckily for me, I've already knocked out my 60, but you would just send out your Pokemon right here, have them run around, knock out the Pokemon in the area. Of course, only the Voltorbs in the outbreak would count towards it. Just remember that, and we'll be good to go. Now, the Voltorbs, if you get close to them, they will actually explode. And luckily for us, only the non-shiny ones will explode. So it's not a big issue whatsoever. It's not a problem. However, to say this, the ones that do die in the explosion do get knocked out forever from the outbreak. So it will dwindle the amount of spawns coming in. So I do think it's safer just to send out your auto battle Pokemon from a distance and just have them start knocking out everything by themselves, and then you should be good to go. So now that we've done all that, we are ready to do our sandwich. And as I mentioned, there's 2 great sandwiches you can do here. You can do a grass type sandwich or an electric sandwich level 3, or you can just do the Academy special and spend BP for that. Up to you what you want to do on this. Or you don't have to do a sandwich at all. You don't have to do it either. It just makes your life a little bit easier. I'm going to go for a grass type sandwich because it makes the most sense here, which is going to be 1 lettuce, 1 salty urban mystica, and then I'm going to go for 1 sour, and that's going to get me my level 3 on all the good stuff I need for grass type Pokemon. And check out the ingredients for the electric type Pokemon sandwich on the screen here as well. If you want to go for electric level 3, that's going to be up to you. Now we're ready to begin this shiny hunt. I got Sparkling Title Encounter level 3 for grass type Pokemon, so they're going to have a higher chance of having a good mark as well. But you can also do some other sandwiches, so it's up to you, but I think this is the easiest one. And now we're just going to picnic reset until I eventually see a shiny Hisuian Voltorb. Luckily, the shiny is incredibly obvious. It's going to be a black ball, a big, beautiful black ball. So we're going to go until we eventually get our 1. And we're just going to keep on doing this until you get it. It's super easy. And honestly, I got people in my stream chat last night who got like 6 in 1 sandwich. Like, it's absolutely crazy. I got 2 in 13 minutes, so no issues whatsoever. And of course, it's all going to depend on how good your outbreak is. You know, your spawns may be better or worse compared to someone else's. But in general, just keep on picnic resetting while you have this level 3 or level 1 sandwich up, and you'll eventually get your shiny Voltorb. And that took me about 15 minutes for my first shiny, which is pretty bad luck, honestly. I've done it faster earlier on stream, but we did our shiny. Very obvious. It is a black ball. Now, I will recommend that you save your game before you encounter the shiny, just in case it explodes or something bad happens, you're good to go. But luckily, it will not explode in the overworld because it is a shiny Pokemon. So don't need to worry about that whatsoever. But there you have it, guys. That is how you easily shiny hunt for Hisuian Voltorb in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Super easy to get your 1 and 2 to get that living shiny family. And hopefully Pokemon Company will keep giving us more Hisui events within Scarlet and Violet. Well, let me know in the comment section below what shiny you're currently hunting besides the Hisuian Voltorb. I'm still working on my shiny living deck, so I got about 60 more to go. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Appreciate it, and peace out.